Hi everybody, I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb, and welcome to the ArtyRV Glass live stream tonight. We're so happy to meet you all tonight.
So it is Monday, October the 14th, and welcome everybody. We've got a full
Welcome,
house
everyone.
tonight already. Everybody's
Yes.
getting checked in, signed in, and just jumping in. Thank you, we appreciate it.
Hello, Ray.
Hey Ray.
Good to see you tonight. If you have any links you need, we'll holler to Ray, and Ray will grab those for us. He always does a great job keeping us
He
straight.
does, and thank you Ray. We appreciate
Thank you,
everything
Ray.
you do.
Welcome, everyone. Tonight we're going to be talking about glass. We're so excited we got the new glass blowing studio open.
That's right.
It's new in that we
Just redid it.
We just redid it. We just redid the glory hole. We just redid we got a brand new furnace, and we hung our neon sign that has been sitting in the warehouse for about 8 years.
Yeah.
And we got that.
I was
all
surprised
done.
it worked, but you know what? We just
Yeah,
plugged
it almost
in.
went in the dumpster.
I know, right?
So that was really nice. So you saw that on the thumbnail tonight for the live stream. So we're excited about that. We'll be featuring some glass blowing videos, kind of like giving you an idea of what you take in the class, what you learn in the class.
And speaking of classes, this weekend we had a full weekend for 'em.
Yep, we
And
did.
it was a good time, was had by all, and everyone was so excited to be back in the hot shop. Not just you and Taylor and I, but everybody in the classes. They were so excited to be back in the hot shop.
So tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, y'all, if you're in the newsletter, if you're in the know, you'll get the newsletter, and we will announce our December classes. All the classes will be listed, and I'm going to try to list some of the stained glass classes that are going to be opening up for
April, right?
for
In November,
2025.
March.
So I have a March make and take, I believe, that still has to be posted. And
Okay, and then the beginner class will start
and
in
then
April.
the beginner,
Yeah.
and I'll probably post those all the way through August for those stained glass classes.
Okay, well, we'll just load them
I'm
up.
gonna
If
see.
we know that they're full, then it's easy. Then we can make our schedule as well. So
Yeah,
that works out
and then
really good.
we can always add classes if they fill up too quickly for you. So we'll have more time to get more classes in for you. So because they fill up quick, we're finding that that's
Very popular.
very popular.
Our classes are very popular, so we're really just tickled with that. I mean, just tickled.
So if you, go ahead.
No, go ahead, hon. I was
If you
gonna.
have a question, just put it in the chat with a Q, and Ed will be happy to answer
Well, we'll
as
give
best
it a
he
try
can.
anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, as best we can. We got a full house tonight. I see Carol and Mary Beth, and everybody's here tonight. And well, Bobby Schneider, she's in the house tonight. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate it. And hello, just to everybody.
Yeah, we've got people from all over the country, and okay,
Our
Carol
friends
R.
from
has a
Georgia
question.
are streaming in Indiana tonight.
Yes, they are. Welcome.
Good to see you guys. We look forward to seeing y'all in February.
Yeah, you're home. You're in Georgia. Oh no,
Oh, they're
they're
streaming,
from Georgia. They're streaming
streaming
from.
in Indiana.
Do you ever go home?
They're on the road
I
all
thought
the
it said you
time,
were
guys.
home. Okay.
Safe travels.
Carol Magali has a question. Carol has a question for you about the paints that you use. So if Magali's here, yes, she's here.
She's here.
So-
She's safe, which is good.
Yes,
We're
Magali's
happy
safe.
for you, hon. I know it was probably rough there for a little while. So
Pauline is here. Sally Miller is here. Pauline. Okay, if you have a question, just put it in the
yeah,
chat.
just put it in the chat, and if not, we're gonna start out the night. If you don't have a question about stained glass, we're gonna share something pretty with y'all that we made this weekend. This is one of our bowls that we're making back in the hot shop these days. So we made this this weekend. Now it looks better in front of Barbara because I have an orange shirt on.
Yes.
There we go. Look at that. What a beautiful green this is, and then the white accents in it. And there's a question popping up. We appreciate that. So we're going to share these little bowls with you tonight.
From now and then. Is there anything special you need to do for copper patina? The black works great with the Dawn and the baking soda, but the copper is not as shiny as I would hope.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even, sadly enough, I don't even use the copper patina because I don't like the way it finishes out. And I'm not sure if there's any way that you can make it look any better. It's just to me, it's pink, and that's not how I want my finished product to look. I don't know that there's anything else other than cleaning it correctly with the baking soda and the water, and the Dawn, cleaning it thoroughly before you patina it. But I've always found that the pink patina, the copper patina, just doesn't look. I'm not sure what they should call it, but I don't think it should be called copper patina.
I would definitely do that cleaning process.
Definitely.
And I have heard that can-filled solder produces the shiniest copper patina. Now, I haven't tried it, and I haven't tried it with the copper patina, but do we have any can-filled in stock?
We do have can-filled solder.
I'm going to try it, and I'm going to try it with the copper patina.
And we
That's
do have
a rumor
copper
I heard,
patina.
and I can't tell you that if that's true.
Okay, well, we'll try
But if it is, I'll let you know. Because the can-filled solder is shinier. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. It's
Well, the
beautiful.
can-filled solder is the top of the line solder. It's really pretty. It's a little more expensive, but it's actually quite pretty. So.
Okay, Karen said someone donated. Okay, is this another question? Yes. Karen said that someone donated a nice size Snoopy stained glass window for the Townville Elementary School. Guess there's 2 pieces that accidentally got broken. This piece is totally lead. Help.
Wow.
Okay.
Karen, you know how to get in touch with Barbara. Just send us a picture of it, and we'll take a look at it and see if we can help you fix it. Huh?
Send a picture, and we'll talk.
Yes. Hope everybody's well. Love your new fire pit patio.
Beth said she's from Copper Country of Michigan, so she wanted the copper patina.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Yeah.
makes sense,
Try
Beth.
it.
I just, like I said, I've never, and maybe it's because I don't use Canfield all the time. I don't know, but we're gonna make a note of it, and we're gonna try it.
Make a note to do something else, but yes, that was a good question, and a lot of people are baffled with that patina.
Because
that copper patina.
It turns out a little bit pink, and it's not always real shiny. But Canfield solder is probably the shiniest solder when it's complete.
Lena, is your copper patina shiny too? Lena said her Canfield solder is always shiny.
Yeah.
So, Lena, if your copper patina is shiny too, tell Beth.
How you're doing it that way, and it's probably, like I said, it's probably just the solder, and then you're cleaning it. Yeah. So apparently, what you heard, Barbara, may be, maybe the way to do it.
Okay, Les said, Beth, you have to rub it very hard. Huh. Okay.
Okay. There you go.
There you go.
Thanks,
There's some
Lena
tips
and Les. I
on
hope you guys
copper
are well.
patina. Okay, if you have a question, put it in the chat and we'll be happy to answer it. I got a note from Scott Gardner on the Facebook page. You guys know we have a Facebook page. We've got a couple. I've got a page. Ed's got a page. ArtyRV has a page, and Conway Glass has a page. And we try to share on there. And we've met a lot of really great people through our Facebook pages. We met Scott that way. And Scott said that Armstrong Glass is making 30 new styles of glass. So I don't know when this big change is coming, but they're discontinuing their old styles and coming out with 30 new styles using the most popular color combinations,
Okay, wow,
And
we're gonna be
colors.
seeing some really pretty blues and
using
oranges.
some of your favorite color mixes.
Yeah.
So all of it's produced in the United States. So look for that new glass coming out.
Yeah, look for Armstrong coming back up online with 30, what'd you say, 30?
30 new styles of
Oh,
glass.
gosh.
And SW Art Glass sells Armstrong. And I'm not familiar with them, but I guess I'll look that up, Scott. Let's see.
Y'all, Armstrong is,
Each sheet will be a work of art.
I'm sure it will be with Armstrong.
Yeah.
You know, Armstrong makes some of the best cutting glass that I've ever cut. They're right up there with Wismac. So, you know, their annealing process in the past has been excellent. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Beth said she was using Camfield. Okay. Lena wants to know, what is the best soldering iron to buy?
Well, years ago, you used to be able to buy a iron that was called an Unger, and it's no longer available. For doing copper foil and small work, I like to use, and I believe it's probably on our Amazon shopping page, is the Weller 1170A. And it's a has a 1/4 inch tip on it, and it's a small lightweight iron. And I think, you know, that's one of the irons that I like to use. The other one is a Weller, the 100P, and that iron's going to run you about $70. But there are many tips that are interchangeable with that iron, and it usually comes with a 3/8 chisel tip. And with that particular iron, I prefer to work with the 5/16 chisel, just because it's not so wide and chunky looking. But so either one of those irons are good, but you should spend you're gonna probably spend around between $60 and $80 on a good soldering iron. And and just remember, when you get a new soldering iron, read the instructions on how to start it up. And it sounds like a car, but read the instructions on how to turn it on, and make sure that you're using a rheostat with your iron, unless you decide to purchase an iron with a rheostat in it. In that case, you're going to spend about $100 or maybe a little bit more for an iron with a rheostat in it. Now, the Hakko iron has a rheostat in it, and you know, it's a good iron. We just find that the cord is too short, and it's a little bit too stiff to be, it's cumbersome, yeah. So, but anyway, so there you go. Let's use a 100P that the tips are really interchangeable, or the 1140A, which is a very small, very dainty iron that's nice to work with.
Yeah, and if you do a lot of soldering, you want something that's lightweight, has a long cord, you can move around.
And I think Barbara is using the 1140A iron in her decorative soldering video, so you can take a look at it in the decorative soldering video. You can see what that iron looks like. And that iron's going to run you about $65 or so.
Okay, lots of good questions here. Let me see if I can get through them. Can you recommend? Thank you, Ed, for that answer. And also, we do have a video on soldering irons, right?
We do.
Or on tools.
On
and
tools.
The first part, I believe, is about soldering irons. Yeah. Okay. Can you recommend a brand of copper foil that has consistent adhesive? What we've been using varies. Could be gray, could leak black goo,
Yeah, so if we could get Venture back on their feet and get them to start making some copper foil again, that'd be great. But so right now, the Ebco copper foil is probably going to be your best bet. Hobby Lobby sells a copper foil, which is really, that's the hit or miss foil, I think.
don't buy that.
Yeah, don't buy that. And
if you can get Edco,
If you can get EBCO, that's fine. I've talked with a couple of the suppliers, Sunshine and Franklin. They're both carrying the EBCO, and they have plenty of it. So I would say that's what I would use is the EBCO, which is what we have in our copper foil caddies. And so when we purchase it, if they have it, that's what I like to get, unless I can get the Venture, and that's really hard to come by right now.
Edco copper foils, what Magali uses
Yeah,
too.
Edco.
No Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, no Hobby Lobby foil
And
guy.
no off-brand. You know, if you're going to
Yeah.
buy off-brand, and you don't really know where it's made or.
Well, it's like buying an off-brand of solder. It's filled with so much trash. That's why it's an off-brand.
But go with
Yeah,
something
go-
that is.
Canfield or white
Proven.
metals, you're gonna find they're a little more expensive. Canfield is top of the line, but you know what? You don't have any trash in there. You know, and like Lena was saying, her solder's shiny. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have, we've had problems with getting blackback copper foil. That sticks the best of all the copper foils for
Right.
me. It always has the stickiness on the blackback is always
The
better.
best. Yeah, I think so.
For the blackback, but it's hard to come by. So if you can get some,
Yeah, because I've always found that it was just stickier
Yeah.
than the regular, copper foil or the silverback foil. I've always found the black is just stickier, and a lot of times the only reason that the blackback foil, the glue will turn loose is if you're working with it too long and you actually melt the glue away from the foil and it'll ooze out with no problem. It'll definitely do that for sure.
let's see, Armstrong, yes. More glass to choose from makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, too many choices already. Wait till they come out with 30 new colors.
Carol says that they just got an old piece of Chicago art glass. I've never had any before. Is there anything special to know about cutting it? I don't have enough to practice.
Well, Chicago art glass, I'm going to tell you, I have quite a bit of it. And, I have a crate of it. And just be careful. Yeah, be definite with your cutting, and because it's a lot of times the Chicago art glass wasn't annealed really well, and I don't think I have any here at the house, but I might. But yeah, Chicago art glass is a little bit tough, so just work with it gingerly and don't get in a hurry with it, and make sure changing your pressure is the worst thing you can do with that glass. So keep it nice and even, and most of the time it's going to work out. And while I'm talking, I'll look and see if I have a piece of Chicago art glass.
And Ray put up a link
Yes.
to our Amazon page where we have some copper foil that we recommend for sale.
Okay, this is a pretty piece of Chicago art glass here. A lot of the Chicago art glass has models in it, and it's textured on one side, and I'll show you that. But it's really pretty. We have, I think we bought a crate that had 50 or 60 12 by 16s in it. So we
Yes.
have quite a bit of it.
Okay. Michael says that the SGAA conference was great. Got to see the Church of the Resurrection glass. It's 35 feet wide and 92 feet. I guess it's 92 feet wide and 35 feet tall by Judson Studios. Turns out that Judson had to make a $1 million addition to get it done.
Wow.
Darn. Sounds
Wow,
phenomenal.
Hey, Robin, welcome to the ArtyRV fan club. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Robin.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Yes.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Well, I'm glad you got to see that, Michael. That must have been great.
I'll
It's
bet.
in Leawood, Kansas. Okay.
And you know what? That's the other thing about the Stained Glass Association of America. They're a great organization to be a member of. They're kind of like the Chamber of Commerce of the art glass industry. So they can help you with finding things. Oh, Carol, thank you. We appreciate that very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So, What else you got over there, Ed?
Well, Miss Mary, you can see her in the cam. She's enjoying her treat because it's Monday night treat night. Monday night treat night from Miss Mary. So I brought let me see, what else do I have? What do you
this.
have?
I have this.
Show me that.
I'm going to give you this.
Let me see that.
I saw this. This was something that they made this weekend, and I saw it. They had put it aside because it wasn't exactly.
It's not the way it's supposed to be.
It's not. I think it's perfect. Show it.
So we're going to show you on the close-up what it looks like. Here we go.
I love
Ready?
it. I love
Boom.
it.
Look at this. So this is a new ornament with a new color this year. So this is a really pretty gold. I'm pretty sure, I think it's a number 17 over white, and it's really pretty, y'all. It's bright. There's the white. You can kind of see it, but what I like is the way the gold lays on top of the white and gives you this really pretty, like a shell kind of look. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. The reason we set it aside though is because it's kind of looks like an apple on the top instead.
That's what's nice about it. That's what I like about it.
So that's what Barbara likes, and we'll keep that one here at the house.
I guarantee you this will sell. This will be one of the first ones to sell.
I don't doubt it.
Okay.
I really.
When we open Wednesday, if it gets put out. Okay?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
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 Okay, do we have another question? Let's
Bobby's
see.
got a question.
Okay, Bobby. I've been trying to give a donation from my Android phone and can't make it work. Do I need to be on the computer? I don't know. I've never tried to do. I don't think so. Go to the bottom of the chat where the little
dollar sign.
dollar sign is, and you should be able to.
And once you click on that, there'll be different amounts that'll come up, and we can. I hope that'll help you.
I hope that helps. Ray may know the answer to that question, or Carol may know. But I think that you can do it on your phone. But I can look at mine and see if I can do it.
Let me take this.
I don't
Hand
know
me
if I
another
can-
one.
Okay.
Throw me another one.
Here's another one. This is
Throw
a
me
pretty
another
one.
one.
Okay. This is very
Okay,
popular.
so this one we're going to share with you. This is called our Christmas wreath, and I want to share this one with you. So there's 3 different shades of green in the top, plus an adventurine, and then we have red for the berries that are on the Christmas wreath, and then it's surrounded by a cloud and opaque white. It's absolutely gorgeous, y'all. This is a beautiful Christmas ornament. This one is called Christmas wreath, and oh, Karen, what are you doing, girl?
Hey,
Thanks.
Karen, thank you.
Let's get that light going. Here we go.
Did we get the light going for Carol? Did you do the light for
I did
Carol?
the light for Carol too.
Okay.
So this is a pretty ornament here. So we're just getting the hot shop up and running, and so we thought we'd bring some work home and show you some of the things that we're doing. And
Yeah. So this, we'll have the website all updated. I believe this one's been updated to show some in inventory because inventory was sold out.
okay, guys. So Karen just donated 5 memberships to the ArtyRV fan club. Thank you. You guys go on, grab those 5 fan club memberships, and this month some of the rewards will be. We have a brand new video coming out, and we're trying to dub it over, and as soon as we get it dubbed, we'll be good.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen.
Dub what over?
That video.
Oh yeah, I got to sit this man down. He's so busy. Okay. Yeah, because he's a big part of that video.
I guess. I don't know.
He's the star.
Oh no,
of the video.
I'm definitely not a star. I'm a simple person. I put my pants on one leg at a time.
Okay, here's another question. I have a project, this is from Amanda. I have a project that I'm working on. It's the address driveway marker. Struggling to figure out a design to go behind the house numbers. And then the numbers are black. Black numbers.
But you, to find a design that goes around it?
Behind it. You know, behind it, and then you have the house numbers there. The numbers are black.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure. You can send us a picture to the, send it to,
There's no pictures. That's what she said.
well, send us your ideas or what you're trying to do. You know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to visualize what you're trying to do. I'm sorry. And, you know, if you're a lot of times you can do like a mosaic pattern behind the numbers because your numbers are so definite. Break it up in the back with a little something else going on instead of just a regular, like a grid pattern. Give it some angles and make it more like a mosaic rather than a grid.
We had on Viewer Showcase, we had a really cute address sign. I can't remember who did it, but it was really adorable.
Was right
Karen
there.
says, what color is the house? Yeah, that would be a good way to start. You know,
Yeah, and a lot of times if you're using black letters, you know, a nice lamp beige or a cream and white color, which is a neutral tone, works well with that a lot of times.
right. And then you could do the border, the house color.
Yeah, so you could do a border, and then you could do the numbers in the center, and then the background around it, and just
Would be a light color.
yeah, be a light color. So you go dark, light, dark, or whatever color your home is, or what color is your door. How about that? So if your door is a pretty blue or yellow, there's your
You can't see the house.
yeah
Well, it doesn't matter. You can still use the colors.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tie it all. You can tie it in, and then when they get to your front door, they'll go, "Oh, that's why that looks like that out front because it all ties in together."
Yeah. So, yeah, what style is the house?
Yeah, there's
That
so
type
many
of
different.
thing.
There's so many different ways to look at it, and actually, one drawing might not do what you want it to do. You might have to just take the numbers and lay them on a couple of different pieces of paper and try and design something around it. Maybe it might take 2 drawings. It might take 3 drawings for you to get what you want. And then once you get what you want, then do the colors.
And then Carol said you want it to be simple so it doesn't interfere with reading the numbers on the house because
Right.
your main thing is the numbers.
It's the
Yes.
numbers. And you're doing black, so they're only gonna show up, you know, because you're gonna have an outline of them, and then you'll have. So you have to be careful about that too, making sure that they actually look like the numbers that they're supposed to be.
Okay. So a lot of discussion and ideas about that. But yeah, it might take a little while to figure out. But remember, those numbers have to show up perfectly because that's,
Well, that's the address, yeah.
yeah, it's the address. Question, I like Hobby Lobby. The black sticks good. So, Pauline said it works for her.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's
Okay.
all right. If it works, it works. So here's the thing: you don't know how long the person that's stocking the shelves in Hobby Lobby, if it sat out back for a while and they forgot about it last month, or you just want to make sure that I always found that it's better to buy from your stained glass supplier and not the little big box.
So
store.
Ella wants to know if anyone else went to the Wismac sale. How was it? How'd you do?
We didn't go because we had classes all
Yeah,
weekend.
we couldn't go.
We couldn't go, but I hope everybody had a good time. We do have some customers that went, and then we have customers that went to the Wismac sale and then jumped in their trucks and went up to Yakagani for their annual sale that weekend as well. So last
Have we
weekend.
shown this one?
We have not. This
Okay,
is
let's show
gorgeous.
that
This
one.
is the peacock. This is beautiful. Y'all, this is one of the most beautiful ornaments that that we have. I mean, this is one of many, but this is
That's the peacock
This
blue.
is the peacock blue Christmas ball. Now, all of the ornaments that we have taken the time to design, this has you can see the texture on it, but all the ornaments that we've taken the time to design all show up on your Christmas tree like nobody's business. They're just so pretty. So I just thought I'll just turn that over.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
I
Barbara.
appreciate it.
That's a beautiful ornament, y'all.
Yeah. If you have a question, just put it in the chat and we'll be happy to answer. Tomorrow the newsletter comes out. All of our classes will be listed through December, and you can go online and
That's
register
right.
if you want to learn how to blow glass or come to a
class and
class.
make an ornament. We had 2 classes this weekend, one Saturday and one Sunday. Of course, they were full, and everyone had a good time. And then we have a group coming in tomorrow to pick up their ornaments that they made Saturday, and then the group will be coming in on Wednesday to pick up their ornaments that they made Sunday.
Also wanted to tell people, if you're in the Myrtle Beach area or if you're local, December the 7th is our annual pop-up.
That's
So
right.
it's our pop-up glass gallery, and
In
we'll
the
have
parking
a
lot.
tent, and we'll be in the parking lot, and we'll have hundreds of new ornaments that you've never seen before.
Yeah, so that's great.
so-
Oh, Larry Mary popped in. Hey, Larry, I hope you're doing well, man. It's nice to see you tonight. So,
If you have a
so
question,
I
What?
had a couple questions online that I was reading about this old metal glass cutter.
oh yeah, you were going
And
to
you know
show
what? I
them.
brought a black one home. It looks really good with my shirt.
It
so
does.
That's nice.
That's great.
So this is the old Fletcher. This is the old Fletcher ball cutter, and these grooves here are they're used for breaking the glass. So you have one groove that's 3/32 right here. This groove here is 1/8 of an inch, and this groove right here, this top one, this is 3/16 of an inch thick. And these cutters, and I've used them. I've used them in the past too. I mean, I was using these in the 70s, but we would get to a job and we were cutting glass in, and the window would be out or something. And let me show you what these little jaws are for. So we're gonna get that straight like that, and so if the window pane that we got, the window was out a little bit, out of square or whatever. So sometimes we would have to trim that window, and when we did, this is how we did it. We took here's your running pliers on the job, y'all, right here. Boom. So it was pretty easy to take a piece of window glass, 3/32 or 1/8 of an inch when we're working on steel sashes, to trim 1/8 of an inch off of that thing and not have to fight it to install it in the hole. And as long as we use the correct side. Now this is a little bit thinner bullseye. It's not a full 1/8. So I'm dropping down to the 3/32. Here we go. Down. And there it goes, y'all. Just like that. So these are a very useful tool. And if you've never tried cutting glass with one of these, you should just try it for $5. Have a lot of fun with it. It's really an interesting glass cutter, and you can cut patterns just like that. And now this glass cutter really sounds good. I like the way it sounds. It's pretty. It's rolling along pretty good, and we're just gonna. So, you know, don't let anybody tell you that that old cheap glass cutter that you run down to the hardware store and get doesn't work, because they do. And they work really well. And you know what? The one of the best parts about this glass cutter is that insignia right there. You know what it says? Made in the US of A, guys. So anyway, let me just share that with you. I love this glass cutter. I kept one of these in my pocket for, I don't know, the first 6 or 7 years I worked in the glass industry. So, Bobby, you got it figured out. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
So yeah, so anyway, so keep in mind, that's what these little jaws here are for. They're for 3 different thicknesses of glass, 3/32, 1/8, and 3/16. And they work really well. And this ball, okay, the reason that it's there is this right here. Now we're gonna start the run. And remember, when you're tapping glass, don't leave it on the table, lift it up a little bit, and make sure that that ball is right in the center. And when I pop this, you'll see the run start. You'll see the refraction of the light. There you go. See the refraction? That's what that's for. Now, once you do that, that's how you start a run. And then you come in and you, behind it, on your running pliers, on your grousers, push. We're going to hold the glass. See, I'm not holding it tight at all. We're going to pull down and away. Just like that. Down and away. So remember, y'all, this ball cutter right here. We'll just do that. This ball on the back of this glass cutter is for that right there. And once you start that run, you can always break it just like that. Okay? And remember, go ahead, hon. What?
I was going to say, and remember, this cutter, if you're just starting out, you can run down to your local hardware store and buy one.
Right. And it's not that difficult to work with. Even Barb knows how to cut glass with it. It's no.
Even me.
Even Barb.
Me.
So anyway, I want to share that with you and share it with, because not everybody's like, what in the world are those little things for? They think it's decorative. Well, it is pretty decorative. This glass cutter, this is how you recognize the glass cutter, is by these little teeth and the little ball on the top. But keep in mind, while you're using it, it's a great cutter for a beginner. It works great on window glass, which I always stress for you to practice on. Practice on the window glass. So.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Well, that was nice.
You. That was very
I had
informative.
fun. Woo!
Woo! Okay.
So we're going to work with this little piece of, we're going to cut this little piece of Chicago art glass with Carol here in a little bit.
Okay.
And because it is a little bit difficult to work with. So we'll see if we can get this to work with. You see, how it's broken.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Magali wanted to thank you, Mr. Ed, in regards to her soldering iron not working. It was the tip that was bad.
Was it?
And she ordered a new one.
Okay, Magali, good, huh? Thanks for chatting with us and letting us know. See, I'm
She
glad
wanted
that we
to
could
thank
help you.
Yes.
I'm glad that we could help you, huh?
Okay. Carol said, who would you recommend buying Wismac from online? I'm never happy with what I receive. It seems like off batch or nothing at all like the photos.
Well, the photos now, hey, you're getting a photo of a very small piece of that glass. And, depending on if you're buying 12 by 16s and you're not buying whole sheets, more than likely you're not going to get what that picture looks like anyway. It doesn't matter if you're buying from Sunshine or if you're buying from Franklin or Ed Hoy's. Unless you're buying whole sheets, you might have part of what you see in the picture, but some of those pictures are 25 years old, and that sheet of glass that what they're showing you are just the color combinations. When those 3 or 4 artists are making that sheet of glass, they make them similar, but they are not trying to make them identical because they want the character of the glass to come out. So, that being said, you can order Wismac glass from Sunshine Glassworks because they stock a bunch of it. And the same, now you're going to find that Franklin has the same thing. But your best bet to get the color glass that you want from Wismac is to purchase a sample set and then order by number, not by what you see on the internet, because that, y'all, you know, it's kind of like, well, if you, what you see on the, you don't always get what you see, just like you don't always, you know, what you hear isn't always the truth either. So, when you come into our shop to buy glass, at least you can see it and you can picture it, you can touch it and look at it. But if you'll get a sample set and order by number, the chances of you getting the glass that you don't want are slim to none. So your brick and mortar stained glass shops are going to work with you, but they can't work with, they go by numbers too. They don't go by colors, they go by numbers. And so what you want to do is, or you can tell them that you're looking for a glass that has a yellow and a white streaky in it with a little bit of lime green. You can tell them that, but you know what? Eventually, you're still not going to get what you want. But if you'll spend $100 and get a sample set and then order by number, you'll get everything that you need as long as they have it in stock. Don't you think?
Anytime that you're working with color, you're never going to get a exact replication of the color because of different photographing quality or photography quality,
right,
or the lighting is bad, or just the printing is bad. So you're never going to get what it looks like. The best thing, like Ed said, get a kit,
a sample set.
And then pick what you want and call your distributor and say, I love this glass, but I need a sheet with more white, or I need a sheet with more green in it. And they'll do the best they can to get you what you need. But they can't make any
is the
promises.
sheet.
It's the sheet. You know,
Not the piece. It's the sheet is the key.
So what you're going to do is best thing to do is buy a sheet of glass, and that way you can cut what you need out of it.
Right.
But you can order a sheet of glass, they'll just cut it into fourths. Then you'll get everything you need out of that sheet. Instead of buying it, you know, small piece by small piece, you're never going to get what you need.
Yeah, so if you're going to buy 8 by 10 out of a sheet that's 32 by 42, you're only going to get a small portion of what you think you want or what you want. So by purchasing a whole sheet, you'll get 4 pieces of glass that are 16 by 21, and then when you put that together, then it's going to be your sheet. But like Barbara said, you can ask your distributor, tell them you want sheets with more white in it, or you want a sheet with more blue, or you want a sheet, you want number W58D, but you want more cream in it.
And, you know, they'll find you a sheet with more cream, and then they'll send it to you. But
Right.
that you're going to get what you want if you order a sheet and you know the number.
Right.
Okay, that's my thought.
Well, that's your thought after working with the art glass for over 35 years. So.
Okay, Beth had a question about. Well, wait a minute. Are there any videos of me foiling? Any videos of our foiling work? Actually, we don't do too much of it.
We do a lot of repair work.
We do a lot of repair work. We do some foil work, and we integrate it into our stained glass work. But foiling, I have 2 decorative soldering videos out. So just go to the website. I mean, the YouTube page and search for decorative soldering,
right,
and you can find it there. But thank you for asking.
We do a ton of repair work though with copper foil. So
Yeah, so also your computer distorts the color. We were talking about color on the computer.
yeah.
You just can't go by that.
Well, and and Barb will tell you, glass is one of the hardest things to photograph that there is. It's
And if you can plan a trip to Wismach or Yuccoganey or Bullseye, it would be even if you don't spend a whole lot of money, it's educational to be able to look and see what those colors are.
and learn about them.
And get your, your sample box. Call them, tell them you're picking up your sample box, and then you can kind of get familiar with all those colors and textures.
Right. And the sample box will just blow
If they
you
still
away.
do them, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I'm sure they
do.
do. They gotta do that sample sets. I hope they do.
Okay.
And if-
Carla.
If you can't find,
Carla's asking about the inland tool that looks like a plier. Watched a video of you cutting and breaking tempered glass. I think that is it. I don't know what that is, Carla.
I'm not sure what it is either. Huh. Yeah.
The inland tool that looks like a plier. Okay, I'm not sure.
For foiling, the crimper, the inland crimper.
You have a YouTube video about it?
Oh, Carla was just in last week.
Oh, okay.
And
The
then we'll
foiler, the hand foiler? Was it the hand
It
foiler?
might
Did
have
you
been.
show Carla the
No,
hand
I didn't
foiler?
show her the hand foiler.
Okay.
I don't remember. So let's give a big shout out to Tom and Scott who are in town for the week. And also, we're going to give Rita a big shout out. She came into the shop on Wednesday to visit with us all the way from Missouri. Thanks for coming in, Rita. We enjoyed meeting you, hon.
Okay, I just took photos of various areas of a full sheet of Baroque. Folks would swear it was 6 different glasses. Yes.
Oh, Baroque, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Who did that? IML?
Just trying to get Barb time. Also, I've watched her decorative videos multiple times. Thank you, Beth. I don't do many videos. I'm the video taker. So, but that's what I do. That's what I do.
Well,
I am in a few
everyone
videos.
has their job, right?
Yes.
And you do
What I'm
yours
good at,
really
yes.
well.
Yes.
I just thought.
He's the speaker and the teacher.
No.
I'm the shy one. Okay.
Not really, guys.
Let's.
All right, so Mary Beth, we're gonna or Carol, we got
Okay.
This is a piece of Chicago art glass. Let's see if we can get it to work for us. And we'll start out by cutting a piece of just a pattern out of this and see what it works. And I think I'm gonna use my silver snit. I'm gonna use my 2000 here. Got another question?
Carla's here.
Hey, Carl.
Did I miss a question? Oh no, that she was asking about the inland tool.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
I'm
what
trying to
it
figure
was.
out that. Okay, we'll get it figured out, Carla.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of this is a piece of Chicago art glass, Carol, that I have and a lot of the glass that we got in the crate that we purchased wasn't necessarily blue, but it sure was a lot of mottled glass in it. You remember that, Barb? And we still have quite a bit of it. But
Okay,
let's see
do this.
Let's see what it does. Oh, that looks good.
It does.
Let's see what this does. Well, let's do this first. Now, I will tell you this, you're not going to hear it. You're not going to hear the art glass when you're cutting it. I wanted to get that out of the way, so now we have this. So, and I'm using my 2000, so it doesn't have a head that depresses on it or anything. It's all fixed. So here we go. And we came off of that edge down there on that end. So you can hear, and let's see what it looks like. Actually, it looks pretty good. So when you're working with the Chicago art glass, Carol, what you want to do is keep a nice steady pressure.
She wanted curved lines, right?
Yeah. So let's do this. And let's just see
Thank you, Beth.
how this works. Okay, so we started our run there, and now we're going to come back here. We're going to start our run where we finished. And now, excuse me, now we need our grousing pliers. So we're pulling down, and we're chasing that run around. There we go. So if you keep the pressure correct, Carol, you really shouldn't have any troubles working out with your glass. And a lot of the pieces that you use in those very intricate windows that you build are so delicate that I think that you'll have fun with your Chicago art glass. So thanks for sharing that with us too, because that's awesome. Let's see if we can get this out. I think it's gonna, I was gonna say, I think it's not gonna break right. So let me say, this is probably gonna go off here, but I hope not. You know what? A safer way to do this will be like this. This is the safest way to go around. The curve.
There you go.
Any questions?
Okay, I figured out Carla.
That's awesome.
Oh, any questions? Any more questions? We'll be happy to answer them. Carla's question was about, let me turn this back on.
Okay.
Carla's question was, when you were cutting big glass, you were using those big, they were running pliers, the big metal running pliers. It wasn't tempered glass.
No, it was tabletop glass.
It was tabletop glass.
Tabletop glass that I was using the heavy metal running pliers. So every time you know different glasses and different ways of cutting glass required just different tools, just like everything else. So like my metal running pliers are strictly for 1/4 inch, 5/16 and 3/8 glass, and then I have another pair of pliers that goes for above that. So.
Dee Dee says she's bought out several people's glass that have closed their studio, and she wanted to know how she could tell if she had any Chicago art glass.
Well, Chicago art glass hasn't been made for quite a while, so a lot of times you can kind of tell by the texture on the back of it. I don't know. See if they can see that one. See if they can see that. Because Chicago art glass, the back of their mat,
right there.
Their back of their mat looked like that when they rolled their glass. That's their mat. And I'll turn it so you can see the light. It's not a hammer. It's not a Flemish. It's not a. I'm not sure what it is. Let me get a bigger piece. And let's take.
Thank you, Beth. We appreciate you.
There we go. So you can kind of look at that. It's almost like it's not even a cat's paw, but it's similar, okay? And it's got a lot of deep indentations. And you will find that sometimes that's gonna be the only way that you'll be able to tell that's really at Chicago is to see if it's marked for sure.
Yeah, the label would be the only way,
Yeah.
but that's a good idea. That mat is a good clue.
That's a good clue as to what's going on with it, so. It's similar to like, well, it's not similar. It's
Beth
not-
said she wants to be you when she grows up.
Really? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm really lucky, you know, and a couple of the ladies in the class this weekend kind of just reminded me of just how lucky I am because they said that I look like I enjoy what I do, and I have to say I enjoy what I do. I'm really fortunate.
You do. Hey,
And I enjoy the people that I'm around.
let's show them this pretty blue bowl.
Okay, let's go.
Did we show them the green and blue or just the green?
No, we just showed them the green bowl. Look at that, y'all.
So this is a pretty blue bowl. Sometimes they're prettier on the back than they are on the front.
Yeah, so.
This would be a pretty light.
It'll also make a pretty jellyfish.
It
Too.
will.
We just make some blue tentacles for it
And
to hang down. And then this one here is just really, this is really
and
pretty.
this one.
It's got a crazy, crazy look to it. It's so pretty.
So these bowls are from $99 to $129. So they're real reasonable.
They
And
make great Christmas gifts, and they hang on the wall as
they
well.
come in all different colors. They hang on the wall like this. Or you can sit them on the table.
Right.
So they're nice.
And they're lead free, so you can put fruit in them or whatever you need to
Yeah.
do.
Okay, guys.
That's awesome. What a great night we've had.
It's been
Anybody
great.
have any more questions? And I hope we just take a moment, y'all, and just say prayers for everybody that's been knocked out the last month from these storms that have been totally horrific and have flipped their lives upside down. So,
Yeah.
guys, remember, anything you can do to help. It's starting to get cold, and there's children out there. So,
Yeah, help if you can. Donate your time or donate groceries. I know they need water and groceries and things like that. So
yeah.
do what you can.
Yeah. We're all in it together, whether we're in it or not.
I am Ellen. Did you start with making a rondelle? For those, yeah, it's kind of like making a rondelle. And as a matter of fact, we may be making some. So
Right. Yeah.
let us know if that's something you're interested in. You'll probably see those on our website sometime in
Yeah,
January.
so right now we're trying to figure out what size we want to make the rondelles for use in your windows for you guys, and then of course what colors.
What colors what?
What colors we can use. No, I was looking. Jr. had said something. They just make the furnace pay for itself. So I love
Yes.
those glass bowls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You
Definitely.
betcha.
And we have a way to track the
Oh yeah.
usage of our usage on our furnace and on our shop.
With electricity,
And-
we can track it now.
Yeah, and it looks like we're using 20% less electricity than we were.
With our new furnace. And
With
you know
our new
what?
furnace.
That's what the manufacturer said.
Really?
You're going to use about 20% less electricity.
And it looks like
And
it's.
it looks like he's pretty close. Yeah.
So we were glad to find that out, but it's not really. I'm not really sure yet.
We'll find out though.
I'm not the mathematician in the
Yeah.
family,
But you know what? Yesterday, Barbara got to work out of the new furnace, and she loved it.
yeah, boy, what a dream! What a dream! That other furnace was a dinosaur and hot and loud, and this one was a dream to work out of. So it'll be a nice glass blowing season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know what colors rondelles that you like, and what size rondelles that you enjoy using in your work, and because I guess we're gonna start making them.
Well, I mean, if there's a need for
If there's
them,
a
we
need
can
for 'em,
make
we
them.
can make
I'd
'em.
like to work on something like that in January when we have more time.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Or
January,
in the,
February.
In the
sounds
winter when we're not so.
busy.
Do I have ink on my head?
No.
It looks like it. It looks like I got ink on my head.
Let me
right
see.
there.
There's no ink on your head.
I know it's not hair dye.
No, because we don't do that.
Okay, we gotta go.
All right. So, hey, Miss Mary was great tonight. She's laying on the floor. She's sound asleep. Ray, she just ate her last treat, and we'll be.
Yeah, but Carla's treats are
I know
in
Carla's
there.
treats are in the kitchen.
So Carla-
So next week, Carla, Miss Mary starts on your treats and your soup bones, and she says thank you very much.
They smell good, she said, but she hasn't had one yet. Okay.
All right, y'all, everybody, for the ArtyRV channel. I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb.
Good night, everybody. Thank you
Good
for
night,
tuning
everybody, and have a great week.
in. Y'all, thank you for everything.
And I have to find that.